Hey, I don't know if it's too far away. Who knows? But this is gonna be my TBR for the month of August, which is very crazy to say. But yeah, it's already August. It's been a tough year. Well, a something year. That's all I gotta say. But I'll have 6 physical books, and then some from my Nook. I'm gonna try not to listen to any audiobooks. Honestly, I won't. Like, I will. But like fewer than normal, because this year's been like a heavy audiobook year for me, which I don't mind, because like in the past few years it's been more physical books and some on my Nook. But I want to at least start reading more on my Nook and physicals. So that being said, like I said, I got 6 on my physical, and then I want to have at least 1 to 3 on my Nook. But we'll start with our physicals. I'm not going to read these in the order that I say, so it'll just be the random pick. But the first one is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. It's book 2 in the Last Hour series. I think I read Chain of Gold last month or the month before. But I like how, because all mine are like the spine edges, or like right here, the spine, that like create like a scene. So I really like how I have that. But yeah, so for Chain of Iron, it's about, let's see, you never forget your first betrayal. Cordelia Carstairs seems to have everything. She's engaged to marry James Herringdale, the boy she has always loved. She has a new life in London with her best friend, Lucy, and she bears the sword Cortana, a legendary hero's blade. But the truth is far grimmer. Cordelia's marriage is a lie, arranged to save her reputation. Cortana burns her when she touches it, and a murder has begun targeting the shadow hunters of London. Now Cordelia, James, and Lucy must follow the trail of the killer. All the while, each is keeping a shocking secret. Lucy, that she is attempting to raise the dead. Cordelia, that she has sworn an oath of loyalty to a mysterious power. And James, that he himself may be the killer they seek. Oh shit. But yeah, so I like it because of like the blue, like that's the main color of it. And it's like super pretty. I also like how like each one that I have, it's like a Shadowhunter series. So that's the first one. Second one is Year 1, Kingmakers by Sophie Lark. This has been sitting on my shelf for a hot minute. And this is, I just realized it's blue. This is the only blue book that I have, or besides Chain of Iron. But I like it. It is bound by blood, torn by love. In the shadowed halls of Kingmakers, a ruthless mafia university, In the shadow halls of Kingmakers, a ruthless mafia university, the offsprings of the world's most feared families come to master the dark arts of influence and intimidation. Leo, unwaveringly loyal to his childhood friend Anna, follows her into a world where love is a weapon, trust is casualty, and survival is the only victory that matters. But the greatest danger comes from Dean Yinin, a brava hare with a vendetta as cold as his heart. Dean plans to destroy Leo and take everything he holds dear, starting with Anna. Can Leo win back his soulmate, or is Anna forever lost? And there's 5 as far as the back says. Honestly, I hope Leo loses, because Dean and Anna sound pretty sick together, honestly. So I'm hoping she stays with Dean. Ooh, I like the art. It's right here. That's so pretty. I love it when books have that, honestly. And then they give like family trees in here. And there's a few soundtracks. So I'm assuming she doesn't go with what's his name, Dean, because it's Leo and Anna in here. Oh my god, in here. And I'm assuming that that was them two on the back cover too. So, I mean, we'll see. For the third one, it's Dante by Sadie Kincaid. This one. It's book 1 in the Ruthless or Chicago Ruthless. I also love like the spines. They're flowers. Looks so pretty. And then this too as well. I'm just looking the other books that she has. Alright, so it's I Hate Dante Morti. He is cold, calculating, and vicious. It's no secret that he wiped out his former fiancée and her entire family on the eve of their wedding. He's the kind of evil that makes even devils cry. But that's not why I hate him. I hate him because he has taken the only thing I have left in this miserable world, my freedom. He has chained me to him because of a debt that I don't owe. I just have the misfortune to share the bloodline of the man who does. And now I'm trapped in his gilded cage, and the only thing I have left to do is run. And I try, I really do. But he is everywhere, suffocating, all-consuming, intoxicating. He is a paradox, a man with a heart as cold as ice, whose passion rages like an inferno. Why does he see into my soul in a way that nobody else has? Why does the slightest brush of his skin make my pulse race? My mom always warned me never to play with matches, but if Dante Moretti is fire, then I want to burn. Huh. I'm like a sucker for, honestly, like mafia, cartel, like that kind of stuff mainly. More like obviously because I'm like a huge like dark romance person, so it's like kind of like huge for me. I'm just this close. Like it's like so close or so far away. Okay, better. But yeah, I'm like very lovey with my like dark romance. Like that's like what I read the most. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one is Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent, and it's like the sprayed edges. I love sprayed edges, honestly. I love the gold and the black. Kiss the Villain, the book 1 of this is book 2. I absolutely loved, honestly. I finished it like within like a few days, honestly. So I'm hoping this one is amazing as well. I always love like the fan art that's in here. But this one is I'm Hunting a Monster. The first time I met Yulian Dmitriev, it was hate at first sight. His brash, chaotic, and a violent junkie. In short, everything I disregard. As heirs to 2 notorious mafia organizations, we were shoved together in an unorthodox setting. The more I learned about Yulian, the deeper my loathing seeps, until I truly see the person within, and something forbidden sparks between us. But our coexistence is cut short when tragedy strikes. Yulian and I go back to our respective parallel worlds that shouldn't cross, but they do. And once again, I'm dragged into the orbit of a man I shouldn't want. 2 men can't be together in our world, but Yulian blurs every limit I thought existed until everything is in jeopardy, our hearts included. I'm just like obsessed with like the roses on the edges. And then I have 2 more, but they're like in the same book. It's part of the Black Rose auction, so this would be book 2 and book 3. I want to say Stolen Vows by Savor Miller is book 3, and then on the opposite side, Irresistible Devil by Jenny Nordback is the 4th one. I have not read, I think I've read something by Savor Miller before, but not Jenny. I'm gonna just say Jenny because I don't want to butcher her last name. There's also a sticker on this one that I'm peeling. So give me like a second. I fucked it up. Okay. There we go. That's a bit better. So for Stolen Vowels, so for book 2, I DNF'd. I just really couldn't get like into it. But for book 3, it's Welcome to the Black Rose Auction, where every sin can be yours for a price. For 3 days, the doors to this Lux New York estate are thrown wide for anyone with a taste for the obscenely rich, the ultra exclusive, and the once-in-a-lifetime thrill of the forbidden, where nothing is off the table and everything and everyone can be had for the taking. In Stolen Vows by Sav R. Miller, a Rapunzel remix, a virgin is forced to marry a mafia hare determined to kill anyone who touches her, only to flee from him the day after their wedding. But he's done waiting and has the perfect trap in mind to lure her back. So that's that one. Again, love a mafia one. I did not know that was the case. Honestly, I just bought all 6 books on impulse. So yeah, that's technically what I just did. Or not just did, but they've been on my shelf for a bit. I think like within the last like almost year. And then I finished the first one, I think, end of last year, beginning of this year. And then I read book 2. I didn't net that one last month, I'm pretty sure. Because that one, book 2 is like a Goldilocks one. And I just couldn't get through it, honestly. It was something. Like I would recommend it to somebody, but like just not for me, you know? And then Irresistible Devil is a Rumpelstiltskin remix. A society darling is willing to make any bargain to benefit her family, but each deal draws her deeper into a darkness and decadent world ruled by the dangerous man who's been pulling her strings from the start. Honestly, Rumpelstiltskin has like became like one of my like top favorites because of Once Upon a Time. Like that's like kind of like my, besides Friends and Once Upon a Time are like my safety net shows. Like I think for Once Upon a Time I've rewatched it at least a good solid 10, maybe more times. Like just rewatched it because like I just love it. I love the characters and like the way that they did it, and I would say season 3 is like my absolute favorite, and that's where they go to Neverland. After season 4, it just kind of started going downhill, and I think there's like 6 or 7 seasons of it. The last one's completely BS because that's like Henry's version of season 1. So it's like a remaking of season 1 with Henry, and it was like a no. Like, why would you do that? And season 4 is like split with Frozen. So like basically Anna and Elsa, and then the villains. So I do like the second half of season 5 or season 4, but yeah, that's not it. And I think season 5 is where Emma turns into the dark one, and then I think it leads into season 6, or like I just know Emma and Hook get married the season before the last, where Henry gets his like spin-off that's a copy and paste of season 1. So yeah, I just tend not to really pay attention when that season comes on. But for my Nook, I'm seeing. So I'll probably read I Medusa by Ayana Gray, and it is about it's a reimagining of the most iconic monster in Greek mythology as a provocative and powerful young heroine. It's like all meshed together. Okay, wait. Out of place next to her beautiful, immortal sisters and her parents, both gods, albeit minor ones, she dreams of leaving her family's island for a life of adventure. So when she catches the eye of the goddess Athena, who invites her to train as an esteemed priestess in her temple, Medi leaps at the chance to see the world beyond her home. In the colorful market streets of Athens and the clandestine chambers of the temple, Medi flourishes in her role as Athena's favorite acolyte, getting her first taste of purpose and power. But when she is noticed by another Olympian, Poseidon, the course of Medi's promising future is suddenly and irrevocably altered. Oh, that's the TV. When her locks are transformed into snakes as punishment for a crime she did not commit, Medusa must embrace a new identity, not as a victim but as a vigilante, and with it the chance to write her own story as mortal Matrian myth, exploding with rage, heartbreak, and love. Medusa portrays a young woman caught in cross currents beyond her heart's deepest desires, the cruel, careless game the Olympian gods play. So that's one. The rest are like kind of, I don't want to say like no-name ones, but like I've never really heard anyone like read. Oh my god, who's texting me? I'm just seeing which other ones I want to read besides I'm Medusa. Okay, I'll do probably just two. So I'll do I'm Medusa and then Chained Hands by T.L. Smith. It's the first book in the Chained Hearts duet, and it's a mafia romance. And the overview is Sailor, my husband sold me. Sailor, which is the name. My husband sold me. Not only did he sell me, but he told me he loved me while doing the deal. What lies he tells. Only fools believe him. Unfortunately, one of those fools was me. Kier. Not in the habit of buying women. I didn't need to. I was the king of my realm, the devil who whispered, oh my god. I was a king in my realm, the devil you whispered about in your sleep. So when his debt fell due, he sold me his wife. And I was happy because I wanted to play with her like any fool would. And play with her I did. Pity in the end, I would have to kill her. Oh my. Wait, what's book 2 then? Is it Fate Spinner? No. I don't know what's, it doesn't even say like what book 2 is. So it ends in a cliffhanger, but that person rated it a 1. So we'll see. I'm really curious because it's a duet. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. That's my good notes. Also in the next vlog, I will be showing my, whatchamacallit, because I have, oh my god, my good notes on my iPad book journal. That's what I have, and these are also my stickers. That I'm legit Joey, and then I don't like to share food, and then these two are just like my favorite like quotes by it. Okay, it was Chained Hearts Duet series. So it's a popular steamy dark romance series that follows different couples across multi-interwove duets. So book 1 is Karen and Sailor, so their duet. And then Locked Hearts. That's book 2. Oh shit. Oh, so there's 7. So it follows 3 couples, and then the 7th book, Tarnished Hands, is a short story acting as an epilogue to the universe. So book 1 and 2, so it's Chained Hearts, or Chained Hands. Can't fucking read or speak today. Or see. And then book 2 is Locked Hearts. Those 2 follow Kier and Sailor. So book 1 is Sailor's husband sells her to a ruthless underworld king to pay a debt. And then book 2, the continuation of Kier and Sailor's gripping story. Book 3 is Sinful Hands, which is Lucas and Chanel, and it centers on an obsession and possession hero who goes to extreme lengths to claim his prize. Book 4, Shackled Hearts, continues Lucas and Chanel. Book 5 is Joey and Adora, which focuses on a possessive family heir and the complications that arise when his intended wife's heart shifts. It's fucking weird. And then book 6 wraps up Joey and Adore, and then book 7 is the epilogue of all the universe of all 3 couples. I like how it's always hands and hearts. And Hands is always the first book, and then the Hearts is the second, because that's really funny, honestly. Well, let's hope I like this one, because I'll put it on my list of ones I want to, continue reading. Dang, it came out in October of 2021. Yeah, I think I might read that one kind of first on my Nook. But yeah, so those are all 8 books that I plan on reading. Again, I'm probably going to listen to some audiobooks. It'll be more than 8, but those are the 8 that I want to more focus on. Just because I haven't really had any plans. Or I've had TBR videos throughout this year, obviously, but I just haven't really followed them. It's just been more of a audiobook type of year for me, which is weird, because I think this month I've hit 14. I think this is the 2nd month out of the year I've hit 14 books, in total, audiobooks and books that I've listened and read to. But the majority of them are audiobooks. There's 3 I want to finish. 2 are physical and 1's an audiobook. So I'm hoping this week I finish it, because when you guys watch this, this will be a week from now. So first Monday in August, which I believe is the 3rd. But I'm filming this on the 27th of July. So this last week of July, I want to at least read 3. If not, then I'd have to carry over whatever I don't finish into next month. So we'll see. Because I have a shit ton of books that I need to get off my TBR. So I'm in a little book band. So yeah, well, thank you guys for clicking on today's vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.